We're going, Teresa. Oh my gosh, I have to tell you, I love this. I love it, love it, love it. It's Monday at Memory Bound, and it's the day after our staff holiday party, which was quite fun yesterday, last night. We had a good time, didn't we, Teresa?
We did. It was a lot of fun.
We had a Grinchmas. It was Merry Grinchmas Memory Bound. It was Grinchy good time. That's right. That's right. Well, people are joining us. It's Monday here at Memory Bound, and in the comments I put, we have three special things. We have Teresa here, and she's using, and she's special.
I'm special. I thought you were going to say. I'm like, okay.
And she's using the special delivery stamp from Photoplay. Yes, it is. It is. And then we have a special on the Distress inks, and then we have a special brand new product that we're releasing. It's a Memory Bound exclusive, so we're going to do that too. Maybe we should go show the Distress inks first.
I was just thinking, I think there's a couple colors I don't have that I should probably buy.
Teresa might have to get the colors. Now, the Distress ink, if you are new, we carry everything. We carry all the colors in the Distress ink and in the oxides. I got to go down a little bit for the oxides.
Yes, they're all full.
So they are full. I don't think we're out of a single color.
Yeah.
And we carry the mini Distress.
They're so cute.
Oxides don't come in minis. The chemical makeup of the ink doesn't allow it.
Yeah, they have to have a bigger pad.
Bigger pad.
To hold the ink. Yep.
So we carry it all. We've got the minis, the full size, and the oxides, and we have the refills. But
are those on sale?
The refills aren't on sale, just the ink pads.
So it's a good time to get that color that you needed.
So today the ink pads and the oxide ink pads are 25% off. And that's our daily special.
And if you don't have lumberjack plaid.
Oh yeah, we have to integrate that into our thing here. Oh wait, all right, Teresa's pointing to her name tag.
My plaid,
There's her lumberjack plaid. That's the new red. We can go look at that, but we have all the colors. If there's a color you love, you need to
paint. Rustic Wilderness right now goes wonderful with the lumberjack. We've got lots of that.
Show us that. I was reading a comment. I'm ignoring you, Teresa.
Wilderness.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. There's a question about the labels. Yes, we do have labels for all of them, and you know what? Pretty sure the labels are going to come up on sale too. So this is a cut apart label sheet. So it's a sticker sheet, and you just cut those off and put them on the sides of your inks. And I find it quite easy when I'm trying to find a color if they're labeled. And let's see, Dawn is excited about the special delivery stamp. And then they want to see the tin. Oh, Teresa's grabbing it.
I was just going to say, it'd be a good time to buy a tin too. If you're going to stock up on your inks.
It sure would.
I have all my oxides in here, and I really love it.
And I'm going to ask Diane about the tin. So she's going to come out, and I'm going to ask her about the tin also.
And I have mine in Roy G. Biv, of course.
And then if you have the labels, here, let me zoom in on this. You tip it that way, and then we can see how nice they work, and they stack. And you can put your labels on the edges.
Yeah, and then you can see what color.
I am so glad, Heidi, that you mentioned that. Good morning, everybody. Now people are asking about the oxides versus the Distress ink. So can you tell a little bit about that, Teresa?
Yes.
Maybe grab one of each.
The tins?
Can you grab one of each of the ink pads?
Okay. So the difference between the regular Distress ink and the oxides. The Distress ink is more like a dye ink, so it dries pretty quickly. And the oxide ink is a mixture of pigment and dye, and so it takes longer to dry.
So it's good for embossing, heat embossing.
Yes,
That's what I like to use it for.
Tim says you can use the Distress ink, but I don't have very good luck.
I don't have good luck either, Teresa.
I go to the oxide if I'm going to heat emboss. The other difference is that the Distress ink is more opaque, so you can't see through it as well when you stamp with it, like if you're stamping it on pattern or something. Whereas the Distress oxide is a little bit more translucent, and you can see through it a little bit. The oxide also is a little bit more chalky look, and when you use water with it, it definitely gives a more chalky look.
Like oxide.
Yes,
oxidizes. Is that the right word? Oxidizes?
Yeah.
So you have samples up here.
Yeah. So the other thing about oxides is that you can stamp onto dark colored paper, and it's going to give you a truer color of the ink than if you use the regular distress ink. So that's one of the reasons that I like the oxide, is because I like to stamp on different colors, and if I stamp on a pattern or something, then it's going to give me the true color. So you can kind of see that this is a Uncharted Mariner, that this is the regular ink, the distress ink, and then here's the oxide over here. So you can see it's a little bit chalkier look to it.
That's a good chart, Teresa.
Yeah.
And I think the fact that you can stamp on darker colors and it shows up with the oxide.
Yeah.
Then we have a question. How would you use it for heat embossing the oxide ink? Maybe a stupid question. Is not a stupid question. No. We should just heat emboss sometime.
Yeah.
Not today because we've already got our plan, but to heat emboss with it, you just stamp your image and then put your powder on, your embossing powder.
And then use your heat gun.
And then when you heat it, your powder melts. But the thing about the oxide inks, it stays wet longer.
Yeah.
So you've got time to get the powder on there, and it's going to stick better.
Yeah. And it doesn't take a long time for the oxide to
no,
dry.
it's not like it takes days or anything.
Yeah,
but
it's just like a minute or so.
It's because of the pigment in it.
Did you want to look at the lumberjack stuff?
We better look at lumberjack while we're here. So if you're missing some from your collection, today's a good day to get it if you want to get the labels.
The regular, the oxide.
That's Uncharted Mariner was unbelievable as far as people purchasing it and the color, but I think this one is also just as cool.
So here's the lumberjack. So you can see it's a pretty good Christmas red.
Or Valentine's too.
Yep, for Valentine's, yes. I think candied apple is a red, but this is a good Christmas red. And then aged mahogany, I always go for that for Iowa State. It's more burgundy.
Or our local school here is burgundy.
The Ankeny school, yeah. And then we do have some of the glaze, and the glaze is nice because you can see, the glaze isn't on sale, but it's a good time to get it when it's new, I think. You can see it's translucent as well, so you can see through.
Unlike embossing powder,
regular embossing powder,
see through it. Teresa always makes those nice samples for us, and we just had a comment from Cindy, and thank you, Cindy. She said a great display of all the inks.
Yeah,
I mean, look at that right there, you guys. Teresa, I need
to look at
and
Diana's
there's Diana.
already there.
Diana's busy working away. So we do have all the colors, and I love that.
Yeah.
And Michelle asked, do you emboss with clear embossing powder? And you sure, yeah.
Sure.
And then your color's going to show through.
Then it's going to be the color. You can use colored ink and clear embossing powder, or you can use clear embossing clear ink and then colored embossing powder, or you can use color and color. So yeah, we really do need to do a demo of that sometime, Kelly.
we are, yeah. I really think heat embossing, that was a mystery to me before I learned how to do it. So I think that would be good.
There's lots of tips and tricks. So.
Teresa, I don't know if I can wait through the whole video to show our new product. So can we do
that
next?
Yes.
Because I'm going to zoom over here and it's going to show.
What are we calling it? What's it called?
It's the memory bound video notebook.
Okay.
This is our newest product. Look at here, everybody. If you watch our videos every day, and we've got a brand new notebook, and I'm going to give Penny credit because she worked on this and helped with all the design, and I think Maggie gave some input. So it's brand new. It's got that cool cover, the subway art, and then each page, here Teresa's showing the cover, it says Ideas and Inspiration from Memory Bound. It's got our Subway logo. It's spiral bound with 50 pages. And then when you open it up, each page has got a place for the date, the topic, the presenter. It's got lines then. And then at the bottom, there's a little sketch box. And then it says My Happy Place. And then the back of the pages are blank. So you can write your notes on one side and leave the back blank, or draw pictures.
Sure, yeah.
So many of you have been talking about your calendars, and I'm keeping track and making notes, which when I first heard that, I was kind of like, oh my gosh, that's so so sweet and so crazy, and I had no idea people were doing it. But I think it's cool. So we now have a notebook. It's $7.49.
You could even take a screenshot and print a picture and put it.
Oh, you could. You could put a photo in there. Definitely.
Yeah.
So those are available if you want it. I'm sure Janet can link it. It's under miscellaneous product on our website.
And 50 pages, so that's about 3 months worth of videos.
You got it all figured out.
Yeah.
Got it all figured out. So
that is lots of fun.
Anyway, it's really cool. I'm really happy about these, and pretty excited that we've got them. So,
yeah, because I just have to say, working through COVID, and when we first started selling things online, and people would call up and go, "I need that stamp," and we're like, "Which stamp do you need?" "I don't know, the one on the video." Okay. So now you can write it down and remember which stamp
That's right,
was
you
that
can.
you wanted.
And if there's something that's not your thing, you just skip that day and don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I'm very excited about it. I hope you like it. Maybe we can do more little special things like that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, the question that we do have a question about embossing. Using the Distress Oxide. I didn't know that you could use that for ink embossing. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Michelle, you can use the oxide ink. The lucky thing is that it dries slower, so it gives you time. I think that's
a little juicier.
I think that's the thing you need is time, isn't it?
Yep.
And Diane says she loves the journal. That's what we need to change the name to journal. I like that better. I was kind of trying to figure that out.
I know, that's what I was like, what's it called?
Yeah. So the oxide ink gives you more time to get your powder on, and sometimes I put it on 2 layers on. All right.
Okay.
Wow, Teresa, we have a big crowd today. So welcome to all of our crowd today. It's Monday, and that means Teresa's here, and we love that for sure. And she's always got some really cute, unique cards.
Yeah.
If you've watched Teresa, you know she has a unique way of using different products. Very creative, and we love that.
Yeah.
So we are here at Memory Bound. We might have people that have never been here. I don't know.
Okay.
We're here at Memory Bound in Iowa. We're in our classroom, and we are we've been in business 21 years. So we're glad, and Teresa's been here a good portion of that. How long have you been here, Teresa?
8 years.
8 years?
I think.
8 years. So lucky 8.
Yes.
Lucky for Memory Bound. And we've got Janet she's not here in person, but she's here, and she's our drinker and linker.
Morning,
Or
Janet.
maybe linker and drinker. I like drinker and linker. So anyhow, we're here this morning. Happy New Week, everybody. Happy December 5th. And Teresa, should I shut up now and you can show us what you got, okay?
Okay. Well, this morning I'm going to be using the Photoplay Special Delivery Stamp Set. And Diane has used this on some projects already, and she loves the stamp set, and she's going to keep using it. And we do have it in stock, and if it runs out today, we have more on order. They should be coming very soon. So let us know if we still have some right now, but I know a lot of you have already purchased it because Diane used it.
So here's a new way to use it.
So this is a bonus. Yes, more than 3 ways for you to use this. And I love postage stamp anything really. My mom gets me the commemorative set from Real Postage Stamps, that you put on envelopes to send every year for Christmas. I've done it for years. My grandma collected stamps, and so postage stamps, and I have to say postage, right? Postage stamps, not stamps.
Right. You need to say postage.
Yeah.
So we know the difference.
This is a fun set. It's $15.99, and it has a lot of cool things. It has, of course, the December 25 with the cancellation on it. It has a couple snowflakes over here. It has this adorable little Santa sleigh with 3 reindeer.
That's been really popular.
Yes.
I've never seen anything like that.
It's super cute. Then there's this postage stamp that's plain. There's the cancellation plain, so you can just use that on anything really. And then you've got 6 circles, which I really love, that you can use in a variety of ways, and I'm going to show you a fun way to use circles to repeat them. And then there's some little teeny tiny words. One says, Santa, please stop here.
That is
Christmas Day delivery. Merry mail. I've been nice. Dear Santa, before I explain how much do you know, which I think is funny.
That's really funny.
I've been naughty. I didn't use that stamp.
Of course not, Teresa.
I didn't use the I've been nice either. So, but that's perfect because I can use it when I scrapbook our party last night. We had naughty and nice.
We had two teams. We
Yes.
had the naughty team and the nice team.
And then open on December 25th, which I really like. Oh, there's also this little teeny tiny, I don't even know if you can see it, Kelly.
That little
It says
tiny word.
The number, it says NO for number 1225.
Oh, okay. That is tiny.
So Christmas, yeah. But I did use that, and it just adds,
I may just to see
sometimes
where
you
you
just
used
need a
it.
little something, a little filler.
something, something.
Yeah, a little something, something. So that's our stamp set. If you like stamps like I do, then okay.
Look at the barcodes that Diane printed them.
Should I go on to our first card?
Just a minute, Teresa.
We're a little distracted this morning.
Teresa, I apologize.
She's throwing things at Doug.
I'm trying to get Doug's attention
I'm
and
trying
he's totally
to be
ignoring me.
Ignoring what's going on over here.
All right, well, we had to check out something. But
Okay.
I'm back, Teresa.
All right,
I
we're ready.
apologize, but I'm
All right.
here. I'm
So
here.
this is my first card. I didn't
Oh,
write
it's the
anything on the
envelope.
back.
It's the envelope.
Yes. So this
I
is
just realized that.
this is Tim's die postal. And it has a lot of fun things. I love the finger.
But you didn't use it on here.
I didn't use the finger today. There is a special delivery, which
Maybe it's
I thought
a
about
pointy
using.
hand rather than the
Pointy
finger.
hand, yeah.
See, that might sound better.
There's arrows, which I really like. The curvy arrows, the straight arrows. These look like little postage stamps, so I could have put other stuff on here. But this is the size of the envelope. It fits perfect on an A2 card, and it's beautiful with flowers stuck in there. I know Janet used that in some of her cards.
I love that you have, like, it's an envelope on a card, but you got the little stamp there, like it's been canceled.
Mm-hmm. So I did the little cancellation. I think all the reds today that I used are the lumberjack plaid because that's what's on my table. And then I did use the rustic wilderness. So you can see this. Remember we were talking about how you can stamp on pattern paper and it shows better. So this is going to be the oxide right here showing up better on this pattern paper. That's one of the reasons that I like it. And then I just stamped Merry Mail, Merry Mail, Merry Mail. Now, the flowers, the poinsettias that I used, we have two sets of poinsettias. This one is called Festive Bouquet, and this is the one that I have, so I used it, and it's from last year.
Well, that's okay. They're very similar.
Yeah, they're very similar. And then this is this year. It's called Holiday Brushstrokes 3.
So we have both, don't we?
Yes, we do. And oh, this one's $6.99. This one's $19.99.
What? $6.99?
$16.99. Sorry.
I'm like,
$6.99.
$6.99? Stop.
So this has some fun branches and things that go in it too. And I've seen a lot of beautiful cards made with this. They are the kind of colorized, so you can add layers. And I kind of inked mine up, and I put a little glossy accents in the center.
Oh, I was going to ask you what was in the center. That was really
with
nice.
Some glitter. I use my glitter duster, and if you don't have a poinsettia, one of those is going to be good for you. You probably don't need both of them, but it's fun to put little, greenery. I didn't glue it down all the way, and
she left it a little loose.
Yeah, and then I don't know if you guys noticed, I told you I was going to continue to use the Elizabeth Craft, what's it called? Evergreen
Vicki Boutin,
Holly.
the Vicki Boutin.
I said it wrong.
She's got Elizabeth Crafts on her mind.
Yeah.
Teresa, it's Monday.
It is. The Vicki Boutin paper pack that I used on my cards last week, I still had tons of paper left, and it's $8.99, and we've still got these in stock.
You get 36 sheets.
But I really like this paper because I thought the poinsettia, the brown it looks like an envelope.
It looks kind of like the same shape. I mean, the same style.
Yeah. And then the stripe was on the back side. So when you do that envelope, you kind of have to find, a paper that you like both sides. And so It's a fun
It's
paper
really
pack.
cute. I like envelope dies. I
Yeah.
think they're fun.
They are. So if you don't have one, that's a good, the Tim Holtz one is a nice size, I think, because it'll go on an A2 card, or definitely you could use it on a scrapbook page to tuck a tag or tags in. I've done that too, so.
Because sometimes they're too small, the envelopes, but that's a really good size because you could get a gift card. You could put a memory bound gift card in there. I think it would fit. Doesn't a gift card fit in those?
I don't know that it fits.
Oh, we'll ring the bell. Let's have somebody bring us a gift card.
We don't have
Oh, we don't have a bell. Do I have to throw something at somebody? We'll get a gift card here as soon as somebody drives by.
Okay.
This, Teresa. Whoa.
This is a fun one.
Wow.
So this is paper from the paper pack again. I really like the stripe colors, the greens and reds. And then the background paper is just a grid paper that's on the back of one of the papers. And so I started out and I was going to just use it plain, and then I decided I needed my entomology stamp set.
Oh.
And you guys know this is what I use.
We talked about you when we showed that the other day.
Yeah. There's lots of stamps that have backgrounds, but this is the one that I have, so I use it. So, you know, there's lots of scripty backgrounds.
There's the one Ledgers. There's one, is it Ledgers and something?
Yes.
That's the one
There's
I have.
like two.
And you get two. So you get one similar to that and you get another one.
Yeah, but I like the bugs, so this is the one that I bought. But
That's
it's
the bugs.
$24.99. And then the other thing I used on this card is, I've shown these before, is the edge, what's it called? Binding edge.
And that I've had that. Mine's black. That's how old it is, but I love it.
This is from
love
EK
it.
Success, and it's $18.99, and it just makes it look like the edge of the paper you tore it out of a notebook. And they're super easy to use and line the paper up.
Yeah, they are made so that you can line your paper up very easily when you punch
I
it.
can show it.
Do you have it? Oh yeah, why don't you get it? Hey Becky, could you ask somebody to get us a gift card, please? Okay, Becky's going to get us a gift card. Okay.
So it has a little lock on the back. So I usually just start in the middle, and I punch, and then you move it over and line it up, and punch again, and then you can go the other way too. You just line it up. It's real easy because you can see your punch through there, and it's silver. Ta-da! You have a notebook paper now. It's very cute.
Oh, that is really neat. I love it. And you could do it in your scrapbooks.
Oh yeah.
Or mixed media projects or
Perfect
anything.
for school pages, and it just adds a little bit.
Okay, so was the lined paper in the pack?
Yep, it was in the paper
Because
pack.
it really looks like a notebook paper.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and then it even had this little box. And so I stamped Merry Mail.
Oh,
And the points, no, Holly.
Holly.
That's Holly.
Yeah, that is Holly.
The little Holly. I don't think I even said that when I was walking
that in
through
there?
the stamp. Yeah, the little Holly. And then Dear Santa. And this is a Tim Holtz stamp. And then before I explain, how much do you know?
and that's part of this stamp set
Yep.
too.
And then I just use the cancellation and stamp the little Holly again.
Very
Just kinda
cute.
adding stuff. Yep.
And Say It With Stamps is part of Photoplay, so if you're a fan of Photoplay, you'll be a fan of their stamps too. They make really nice things, and they're really great people. And believe it or not, they are designing Christmas for next year.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I know, isn't that crazy?
We're not even done with this year.
I know, but those vendors, they have to be ahead of the game.
All right. So this one is a very clean stamp set, or card stamp set. I use the new Christmas cutouts, which I really like this set. I'm so glad I got it.
That's one that was a surpriser. And I call surprisers an
Yeah.
item that we get. You know, we order a lot of things we're ordering from pictures on the computer, and you think, okay, that's all right, but when it's a surpriser in my book, it means it sells way more than you expected it to, and
it's
that's been really popular.
$19.99. Christmas cutouts. I still have not used the moon.
Is that the only thing you haven't used?
Yeah.
Well, you'll get there.
Moon. I know.
Maybe for Halloween
Yeah, maybe.
or
Maybe
baby,
next year.
baby
Yeah.
card.
Yeah. But so I went really clean and simple with this. I decided to cut out a black, and there is the Santa and the sleigh. I thought that was super cute.
That's perfect with those houses.
And then the trees. And then this one actually, so you get 2 houses, and I wanted 3 different size houses, so I just cut off the bottom part of that.
Oh, so you
So
cut
that
the door
I had
part
3
off.
different.
Good
I
idea.
like 3s, and so yeah.
So that's a great idea, Teresa, to look at your dies, because you
Yeah.
could even cut this one right there if
Yeah.
you wanted to,
Yep.
to have something different.
Yeah, I tried that. I thought I was going to put it on the side, and then I was like, no, I want this one to be whole, and so yeah, you kind of have to play around with it. Then there's the frame from the stamp set. Santa, please stop here.
So that
There's
Santa
the frame.
message is made to fit in the
Yep,
frame.
it fits right in there.
I didn't realize that.
And then there's that itty bitty teeny number 1225. Like it's a house
Very,
number
very,
or something.
very fun, Teresa.
And I just really like this one. It's just, cause this is the first one I made, and I'm like, oh, they're not going to get any better than that one.
Well, you
I
know
like
what?
it.
I understand what you're saying, because sometimes you're
Yeah.
like, but they did. I mean, you've got some awesome cards. We've only seen 3,
All right.
and you've done some great techniques already.
Then I did make a tag, because you can't stop making tags this time of year. So this is the mixed media heavy cardstock tags from Tim Holtz, and you get 20.
I think you get
You
20.
get 20 tags for $4.99, and I'm working away on my
That's the number
my
5
package.
tag.
Yes, the number 5. I really like it. So you can watercolor and stuff on these tags, and they're gonna stay good. Oh, there's this. Did we?
Oh, should we try
did we
it?
Try it. I don't know if I can.
We'll just lay it on top. Well, maybe it. Oh, it fits.
I can't tell. I wonder where the die is. Maybe
It
we
looks
can
like it
look at the
fits. So
die.
we just had a squirrel moment, and we're going to check to see if the die fits in this, or the gift card fits in this die set from Tim Holtz. Surely he made it to fit gift cards.
Well,
Teresa, Elena says you have a unique way of looking at all the dies beyond the obvious. That's so true.
it might just. Well,
Oh, maybe not.
that's
but you
the
could
fold mark. You could put
Yeah.
it this way.
Yeah, you could put it that way and have it sticking
That would
out
be
the top.
cute.
Oh, that
I-
would be.
I
that
glued
would
it
be
all
cute.
down.
Yeah, it's okay, but it's an idea you could do
Yeah.
if you wanted to give someone a gift card and put it in there. A new way of giving a gift card.
Yeah. All right. Back to the number 5 tag. So we have these. I know you guys have seen these flashcards that we made up, and I thought, how can I use a flashcard? Because they're so fun.
It's perfect.
And
what
they're
you
good
did.
for scrapbooking, but of course you can use them on cards and mixed media stuff too. And so I just inked the edges, and I rounded the corners with my corner rounder, and then I stamped the
Christmas Day
Yes.
delivery.
so it already said
Let me help
Mary. It already said Mary. I use this one, the one that says Mary, and then Christmas Day delivery, and then number 25 was already on there. So there's that little Santa again, and open on December 25th. The holly, and there's that 1225. Remember, I said you just need to,
Just put it on
Just
a
put
black
it
block
someplace.
and use it.
yeah. And then here's the cancellation. I just repeated it, so I just lined it up.
You lined it up perfect.
And it turned out pretty good. Even if it wasn't perfect, I overlapped it a little bit. I think I stamped it in the middle first, and then I went on each edge. And it's already distressy, so
That
even
was a
if
good
it
idea. To start in the middle is a
Yeah.
really good idea.
didn't match perfect, it was okay. And then I used a tiny attacher to give it a little staple, of course, because if you don't have a tiny attacher in your stocking already, then you need one. They're $19.99.
Diana.
All right. So that is my tag for the day.
We're having a Teresa, I'm sorry, we're having
That's okay.
complications
That's all right. Oh, I didn't say these are $3.49.
$3.49.
And this comes in black, too.
Yeah, you get black or red.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
I was talking to Diana, so I don't know if I said it, but I love them because they're 2 sizes. Did you already say how great they are because you get 2 sizes?
I didn't say that.
Oh, good.
Good point, Kelly. But it comes in black and red, and there's other ones you can get as well. So they're super fun. All right. This one's a little bit different because
I love it, Teresa.
it's a
I
more
just love it.
vintagey look.
I just want to see how you made it.
So you got to remember to combine your stamps. So I've used this one a lot, the Festive Collage. It's $24.99, and I've used this one a lot. So I'm like, okay, I got to use
the other one. True.
So I stamped this one, and it turned out super cute. But you know what? The card goes that way.
Oh, it does.
We're showing it the wrong way.
That's all right.
Because
it can go either way.
It can go either way, but I put this on it because look, it says postal there, which I didn't even notice. I stamped it, and I was going to make it go this way, and then I'm like, oh, the word goes this way. I'm going to make a card that's horizontal instead.
Well, we need horizontal cards.
Yeah. So I stamped that, and then I did use the colored pencils. And Kelly, to color it in, and Kelly told me some exciting news that they're coming.
They're supposed to arrive today.
Today, maybe?
Sets 2 and 3 are arriving today, and then sets 1, I think, is coming maybe tomorrow or the next day.
All right. Well, I used set 1, of course, Kelly.
Well, they all have greens and reds and stuff.
I like set 1 is peeled paint that I used, and I did use number 2 for the berries. That's candied apple. And I stamped this with hickory smoke, and I used the archival ink because I watercolored on it. So when you watercolor, you really want to use your archival ink if you want a clear image. So I stamped it first with my archival hickory smoke, and then I watercolored it. I did use some lumberjack.
Is that the berries?
Nope, that was the
oh, that's your watercolor.
Watercolor. The lumberjack was the spray, and that is the oxide spray that I used on that because that's what I have.
That works. I see now the splatters there.
So yeah, I smeared that a little bit, which I was mad at the time, but it's fine.
But now you're over it.
Yes,
I got mad at the time, but she's over it.
Yes, yes. So then I just started layering the stamps. So you can see here I just stamped Dear Santa because I thought it fit perfectly. So this,
and it's kind of a letter type thing.
Yeah, this stuff fit in the background. And then over here I use the snowflake this time, and the separate postage. And then I did stamp one of the circles on top of that. So it was a real real layering thing that I did.
I like the gray background, Teresa. It makes everything else pop.
Yep.
Your holly just makes it pop. It's so cute.
And then I just cut out the little square rectangle and stamped the word mail. Where did I get that from? Oh, you took Merry Mail.
Did you cut your stamp, Teresa?
I don't know. Did I?
Nope. No, you just must have
masked it. Yeah, I could have cut it apart though. Probably would have been easier. And there's that number 1225 again. It's so cute. And I just popped that up. Oh, and I know that I've showed this a lot this season, but if you get the stamp, you really have to get this nesting postage tie.
Well, it is really nice, and a lot of designers here have used that.
Yeah.
So if you don't have it, if you have it, you got another idea for it today.
Yeah, it's $24.99, and you get 8 different sizes, which I really like. It's very handy to have. But you have to have, if you're going to do postal, you got to have the postage stamp die. So. Oh, and then again, I did the glossy accents with the glitter duster on my berries.
Right, I'm going to get up close so we can see that. So here she put in the glossy accents and then used her glitter duster, and that's probably with Clear Rock Candy or the Sizzix fine glitter. That's what you have to use for a glitter duster, and they look really cool. And the splatters, okay, I got it up close so everybody can see the red splatters, and that's pretty neat too.
All right, that's that card. Okay, now the last card is for what we're going to show for our demo.
Oh my gosh, I just realized what you did your O's with.
So this is the Bold Text Christmas, which he has had stamps, bold text, and now he's doing some dies, which are super fun. And so these are really cool. I'm just going to open this and show you guys. I should have opened it.
Show us, because they're probably hard to...
So what you can do is you can use the negative of these. So what you can do is cut it out. See there, I use my negative to place my letters on my card so they were straight.
Oh my gosh, that is so clever.
But the idea is that you can die cut these.
Can you get us the glitter
and
duster?
then put paper behind it, and so that you have the negative space. But I just die cut the letters out and then glued them down onto my card. And I wanted a word that had some
really clever,
nice O's. I could have done joy or good cheer, but I really liked holly jolly. I think that's fun.
It's happy. Holly jolly's happy.
It is very happy. And so what I did is I just stamped my circles on there. First I did the first letter, and then I stamped, and then I put my other letters, and it kind of fit perfectly on there.
It does. It does.
And this one, those, I don't know what color paper I used. I don't know,
People could use whatever.
Whatever, but I used the Age Mahogany is
You've got
the red.
So it's not the same red. She used two different reds.
Right. And on this I used all oxides. And then I have the Lumberjack Plaid, and then Rustic Wilderness, and then I just have a black. Nope, I didn't use the black on there. Why did I think I had black?
So it's Rustic Wilderness and
Age Mahogany and Lumberjack Plaid.
Okay.
And so then I just stamped to make the border. And if you go onto Pinterest, like I put on Pinterest cards with circles, and they had all sorts of different, like you can put your circles down the middle, but I saw something that made me think, oh, I can do this along the edge.
I like that.
And it is so cute. This is probably my favorite. I don't know.
And you know, that is another technique that you could take and put on a scrapbook layout.
Yes. Oh,
you
yes,
could easily
definitely.
do that down the side of your pages or in the corners. And I think what is a wow for me, well, it's cool that you use the stamps for the O, but what is a wow for me is the two different reds.
Yeah.
So that that makes it jump out.
I like threes. So I had to use 3 colors. So those were my 3 colors. So I'm just going to show you how he did that. And it's fun because you get 6 different circles. So you can change up your pattern a little bit. So I don't know what I was going to do. I thought I had an envelope.
Janet just put our colors in for us. So there's a question about the glitter duster, and we've got somebody looking for it. And if we can, do you have your glitter duster here, Teresa?
I don't. Shockingly.
The glitter duster, it's kind of cool. It's got a nozzle that you pop, a long nozzle that you pop up.
It's a fun little toy. What it does,
a fun little toy. I was a little delayed hearing that, Teresa.
It's a fun toy. So you pump it, and it just sprays a light
kind of goes poof.
Yes. Instead of dumping, because then you're going to get like a concentration, and maybe that's what you want sometimes. But I just, like on these berries, there's just a little bit. And when I use the glitter duster, I tend to use glossy accents because it dries shiny. And so if I'm going to have shiny, I might as well go all the way. And then I just glitter dust a little bit, and it doesn't give me a big clump of glitter. It just...
Okay.
You just have to do a couple pumps.
And it looks like we might be temporarily out of the glitter duster. So we will show that on another day.
Okay.
It reminds me of, the hairspray that's a pump and it's not an aerosol.
Oh, yes.
That's kind of what it reminds me.
Yes.
But it's a small bottle.
Yeah, it's a little bottle.
It's a little jar, a little bottle. And we will show that. It is online. You can see it online, but it just isn't available for purchase.
I use it all the time, and especially this time of year I do.
So, and when you use it, you might want to use a box like the Splat box.
I have a special glitter box.
Contain your glitter.
Yes.
Unless you want to come to my house and do glitter, because Doug hates glitter, so that's always kind of fun to get some glitter out when he's around.
Yeah. Okay, so I know you guys talked about the Media Grip, I guess is what it's called. It's $11.99, and it came in and we sold out, and then we had to wait like 6 months.
Yes, and we had to wait forever.
And it came back in, and we've got tons of them. We have people on the wait list, but we've got lots of these. So it's a fun tool,
I think
too.
it was more popular. It's a Tim Holtz item.
Yeah.
Made by Tonic, and I think it just was a little more popular than they thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Probably because it's so handy.
And Kelly was nice enough to give us all one, and I took mine home and started using it right away. So it comes in a big sheet like this, and then you cut it apart to the size that you think that you might want. So here I cut this piece for a nice size 10 tag. And the other two pieces I cut so that my A2 card can go on there, or your ink. So the idea is that you put it on your work surface, and then when you're inking, it's going to hold
So
it down.
kind of sticks on both sides.
Right. It kind of sticks on both sides. So if you're inking and you're blending, you can put your ink pad on there and blend away.
That's handy dandy.
It is.
Jan says it's a miracle.
Yeah. And then when it gets dirty or you're not sticking, then you can actually wash it in the sink, or I just have been spraying mine with my mister and wiping it with my microfiber cloth. Don't tell Tim, because he hates the microfiber cloth.
He hates it, but a lot of people love them.
I love the microfiber
And we
cloth.
do have them available if you don't have one and you want to try it. Teresa cleans her stamps with it and everything else. They wash up nice, and gosh, Teresa, are they $3 maybe? Or
what?
The microfiber cloth?
Oh.
I'm back on microfiber.
I'm like, they're $11.99, Kelly. I just said that.
They're not very expensive, and
any.
I'm sure Janet can link one
If
here.
we had a bell, we would ding it. But
Yeah, we don't have. We're a little distracted today because we don't have our bell, obviously.
that's
so
okay.
I've been rude, and Teresa, I'm sorry because
That's
I've been telling people things, and
so
I love those little blocks.
you could do this on a Misty, but it's kind of a pain. I still have some of my blocks.
I do too.
And I get them out and use them every once in a while for a project, especially like this. Oh, look, Diane heard us.
Diane.
$2.99.
Oh, they're
Kelly.
$2.99. So I was pretty close.
Yeah, I have multiple so I can wash them, because you wouldn't believe the things I wipe on mine. But anyhow.
So Teresa, maybe you need to tell people why a Misty's not very handy for this. Why it's easier to use blocks.
Yeah, so you're kind of stamping just randomly and using different colors. And if you have to, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stamps on there, 11, 12 with the Jolly and Holly and Jolly.
Oh my gosh.
It's just easier, because otherwise you're going to have to take it off, put it on your Misty, decide where you want it, move it around. It's just easier. Now, you don't need 6 blocks, but having a couple. And the other thing you can do, like you can put a stamp on the back of your block.
Okay, so put one on each side.
Yeah. You want, when you're stamping with a block, you really want a size that's close to the size of your stamp, because if you don't, then you might end up rocking and getting getting smudges all over the place. The reason that we have a Misty in the first place. But
and those little blocks are very handy. I have several of those.
These are $4.99. They're 1.5 by 2 inches, so they would be the perfect size if you don't have a small one.
Well, and then they also have that little groove. Because they are tiny and you can't really see it. Yeah. But it does have that little groove. Oh, maybe we can see it on yours. Yeah, I think
this has a little groove, so you can grip the side of it. And they're all different. We have a variety pack here. So
Jan says our bell needs a GPS collar. I know where it is. It's just that we didn't get all our stuff out today.
I always
Monday.
Forget the bell,
it's
Kelly.
Monday.
I don't know why.
Well, we're going to get it.
All right. So I didn't get Rustic Wilderness.
Do we need, is this it?
I can use peel paint. I'll use peel paint.
Okay.
So I'll just show you a tag. I had an envelope, but I can't find it. So too much stuff. So I'm just going to do a tag.
The tag is great. It's perfect for the holiday season.
And kind of what I did is I just started in the middle. I'll start with the lumberjack plaid. Now, I haven't used this ink pad, so.
Okay, now did you guys notice Teresa did a kind of a practice stamp?
Yeah, because
just to get the feel of how much ink to put on your stamp and what it's going to look like.
I always do a practice stamp. I mean, I always have scratch paper. So the other thing with these is because they're circular, which way do you stamp it? And lots of times when you look at your stamp, you can't see it. Maybe after you get your ink on it. But I realized,
you don't do it upside down.
Yeah,
that one is.
I do things upside down all the time. You wouldn't believe it. So I'm left-handed, so I'm going to switch.
Oh yeah, she's a lefty. So she's using this stamp right here with the Santa and the reindeer. So that would be
Santa's Village North Pole.
It would be important to have that one going right side up.
So you saw I'm just tapping. I'm not smashing it into my ink pad.
Oh, we didn't see that.
I'm just tapping.
Now we are. Because those are juicy. She's using the Lumberjack Plaid Oxide, and the oxides are kind of juicy.
And so I'm just going to start with, I'm going to start in the middle. Maybe I'll just almost do the whole thing.
It's neat when they go off the edge.
Yeah, I like that.
So like here, she stamps all up and down, and some of them go off the edge.
And then let's see.
And now we're using peeled paint oxide. So this is the one she's using next. So Lumberjack and peeled paint.
What is that?
That is the reindeer. So now she's doing the reindeer. Teresa,
I had them sideways and I couldn't tell what it was.
I'm going to set it like that for you so you can see it.
And the other thing is, you know, when you're not going to be able to restamp once you stamp it. So you want to make sure you have good ink on it.
Denise said she sends all of her stamping mistakes to a sister who's also a stamper.
That's funny.
Okay, so, Teresa, while you're inking up your next stamp, Mary's asking about the glitter duster, and she's asking, do you put down a little glue and then use the glitter duster?
Yes.
Yeah, so put down your little glue, because the glitter duster is going to spray everything here. So put your glue wherever you want it to be, like here, Teresa put it on the berries, and then you're going to give it, it's kind of a puff. Mm-hmm. I'd call it kind of a puff, like an inhaler type of thing. But don't inhale it.
All right, there's good Happy Holidays. Yeah, I like it. All right, let's see. I'm trying to decide.
And that was aged mahogany.
Yes,
so I'm just going to set these here. You won't be able to close your stamps up, but here's the colors that she's using.
Flip it around, North Pole. I mean, it's not the end of the world if it stamps upside down. So I'm going to move this one back a little bit.
If I stamped one upside down, I would either start over or I would stamp several of them upside down. So then it looks like it's just random.
I'm not getting my pressure right. There we go.
Teresa, Cindy has a question. Which ink is better for stamping over other colors? Like right now you're stamping over the top of colors. Is there an ink that's better for that?
You know, it's probably more personal preference. I'm just really into the oxides right now.
But the distress inks would be the same. The archivals would be the same. You know, and I think it'd be neat, and I might bug you and ask you to do this if we still have time, if you just do it with all one color also.
Oh, yeah. So you just kind of go random. And the other thing is I can change colors, too. I don't have to keep my stamps.
Oh, in the same color, yeah.
I can clean them.
That looks good.
You want?
What if you just do one that's all in one color, just to show the difference? Okay. Maybe the other side of that tag you could just do in the same color.
All right, let's use Lumberjack since that's the.
So we're going to use Lumberjack Plaid Oxide.
I'm going to go on the bottom.
Hey, that's radical. Okay, the name of the stamps that Teresa's using, they're from Photoplay, and it's called Special Delivery, and we have used this stamp. I think that's one thing I really like about our videos is you saw Diane use this, and now you see Teresa. So we're showing you more ways to use something that you might even already have. And if you don't, you can go back and you can see how Diane used this on a lot of her tags. And hers is more of a distress
I
look.
was going to just say that, yeah.
And yours is more of a, oh, and there's a tag. I see a tag behind your head that we can grab.
I almost stamped that one upside down, Kelly.
Well, then you just stamp another one. Okay, I'm gonna just go around here. Teresa, keep stamping. We can still see you, but I'm gonna go over here while she's stamping that. And here's where Diane used the same stamp set. You'll see that number 1225, that little tiny one Teresa was talking about. And on this one, she used that Santa in the sleigh. I remember Diane really loving that Santa in the sleigh. And let's see, I think this one again has the little 1225, that teeny tiny stamp. And I think that's, I don't see anything else here. All right, how's it coming, Teresa?
Yeah, I just did it along the
Oh,
bottom.
I like it. I liked it a lot.
And then remember I said if it gets dirty, like I stamped off, you can see there's ink,
So you
and I
just
just
wipe
it off.
Well, and you know what? I think that looks good. So
I like that.
there's all one
That's
color.
very cute.
And then if we flip it, you can see a mixture of colors, like this card here. And Kathy has a wonderful idea. She said if you stamp upside down and make a mistake, you could restamp it and punch it out with a circle.
Oh, there you go.
Which you could punch these out with a
yeah.
circle punch.
You
So
could
that's.
punch one out and pop it up.
Do you think
what I
they're?
would do.
You think they're 1 inch?
It might be a titch smaller. I'm not sure.
You don't have a ruler in your bag, do you?
Nope.
Okay, I think there's a ruler over here.
There's always one more thing that I need to put in my bag. Glitter duster is on the
Her
list
bag is
now.
pretty full. Her bag's pretty full, but you know what? This is a new ruler, everybody. This is a brand new ruler. It's back here in a drawer, but I did buy these specially for our staff here at Memory Bound because they deserve the best. So let's see how big one of the circles is. And oh, it's not even an inch.
Okay,
oh, yeah,
so
you got to go
start
to that
there.
mark.
It's not an inch.
So it's just under an inch. 3/4
Yeah.
of an inch punch would be too small, but an inch
If
would
you-
give you a nice border.
Yeah, if you punch, that's what I was going to say. You could get a nice border on there.
And Cheryl says, put them down the side of your envelope. Wouldn't that be adorable?
That's what
Oh,
I
is
had
that
an
what you were
envelope.
gonna
I
do?
had an envelope. and I
Teresa
can't
brought an
find
envelope,
it.
but we don't know where it's at.
I know it's here somewhere. I lost it.
So
my
we
bag of
agree
tricks.
that it would be very cute.
Wait,
It's okay.
there it
oh.
is.
Oh, she found it. We all
know.
agree they'd be very cute.
You could do other things. Oh, you know what you could do? I like to do this sometimes is put and it's
We're getting a bonus now.
orientation.
This is a bonus, everybody.
Is to put your stamps on the back of your envelope.
Like on the flap
On
or
the flap.
something. Oh, she's doing the little Santa.
I'll just do a regular.
Oh, that's good. That's a nice
This
dark
is
one.
Rustic
Wilderness. And this is distress, not oxide.
Do I want it on the? Let's see how it goes right on the line.
So when you that's neat. When you stamp on the line, then it's kind of cool when they open it and it
I'll turn
splits
around
apart.
so you can see.
Well, that's nice.
Oh, I got ink on my envelope. Ah.
Yeah, that looks good. That looks very good. Teresa, I think these are all super fun. And that's a special delivery stamp from Photoplay. And oh, Hope says one of Tim Holt's stacked tile circles might work on that. So I was thinking punch. I was thinking punch.
Yeah,
I was
you
kind
could
of
die cut it too.
Yeah, I need to think outside of the punch.
Use your yellow tape and.
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
probably could.
you'll
Thank
find a
you,
size
Hope.
that'll work.
Love it, love it. So that's our video today. Thank you, everybody. I want to remind you about our brand new journal that we just are launching today. So if you're watching today, you're the first ones to see this. And it's a journal for taking notes on our videos. So there are 50 pages. It's $7.49. It's got the backs of the pages are blank, so you could, like Teresa said, add pictures if you take a screenshot or take notes. And we had so many people talking about doing this, and I wasn't here the day where there was a bunch of chatter about it. I missed that day, but I think it's really great. I'm pretty
Yeah.
excited about it. And the other thing that's pretty great is all the inks that you saw Teresa use today are
yeah.
25% off.
I forgot about
It's
that.
our daily crafty special is the Distress ink pads. The mini ink pads and the oxides are all 25% off. So we're going to be pulling a few orders with ink pads, I'm sure. So I hope you can come in and visit us,
Yep.
stop by, give us a call, visit us online, and if you have any questions or need something, give us a call, and have a good crafty week, everybody. Thank you, Teresa.
Yep.